Well, let's start with the one major cock-up of the day, Famara's goal celebration. What on earth was going on there?
Oh my God, I don't know. I didn't know it was coming. It's his son's birthday.
It was
I
his
think,
son's birthday?
yeah, it's his son's birthday. I think he's tried to, obviously score a goal, but what is going on here? Didn't want it to come across as disrespectful to the opposition.
No, absolutely. That's
He put the hat on, it broke. You know what I mean? And then he tried to pop the popper, and nothing happened. And I ended up with just tinsel in my technical area. And so that was probably the worst thing that happened today.
You might discourage him from that sort of thing.
Oh yeah. But I tell you what, it did do. It gave me an opportunity at half time to say, listen, I would see that as disrespectful if I'm the opposition, and if I'm going in saying, look, they think they've won it already. Do you know what I mean? So it was important that we came out first 10 minutes, and it wasn't disrespectful, and it wasn't meant to be disrespectful, but it could have been interpreted that way. And but it sort of gave me a little bit of to give them a rocket, if you like, to make sure the first 10 minutes was right.
But other than that, a really good afternoon for another streak over. And
well, they're getting shorter. That's a good thing.
They're not.
But he won last night, didn't he?
He solved it.
Nick's obviously made a great start, and his assists this season just go on, don't they? And he was electric first half today.
It's a great goal because it's something that we worked on literally yesterday, and we worked on if Nicholas goes down the outside, when he won across the near, and then the two beyond that, i.e. Famara, let's say, and Watkins, fill the dangerous areas. If Nicholas comes on the inside, then we want everybody across their men. So it was a good moment because he executed exactly what we'd been working on yesterday. So, but I'm delighted for Marley. Really, I think Marley come in and didn't really deserve some of the stick he got. If anyone deserved it, it was me, because I actually changed the dynamic of how we was going to play, and that was probably due to the fact that we had Jay Da Silva and Webster, and we were so good at building comfortable from the back, but it meant that wide men had to be in pockets, and that's not Marley's game. Marley's game is that, and there's no disrespect in somebody being a handful, you know what I mean, and being a pest and horrible to play against, and that's when Marley's at his best, when he's running in behind, and when he's being physical. And I thought the goal was physical, and a lot of the times we got in down the right was due to his running power and his physicality.
So can you accommodate him in the team now? Could you see him?
Well, I think it gives you height as well. If you imagine the team I've picked today, like if I pick Jack Hunt, Jay Da Silva, two centre halves, Nagy, Corey Smith, or whoever, Brownhill, Vyman up front, I've only got two markers, and then Famara from set pieces, Famara in mid-goal zone. So you could be tiny. And then we tried that, and we conceded two set pieces. So I think by putting Marley in the team as well, it just gives you like an industrious right side to compensate for the talent, if you like, on the left side. And listen, today it's worked, but we've got a strong squad, and everybody, rightly so, should be chomping at the bit. But he has been injured for 10 days or so with a bad ankle, so he would have actually probably got a couple of starts before that, because something that we've been looking to do with him for a while.
Nice to see Jay get the reception he did at the end, and a good day for him.
Yeah, great day. I mean, look, it might be a blessing in disguise in terms of the gym work that he's done and he's been able to do. He looks squat and powerful and dynamic. Obviously, we've got to make sure he switches on to the defensive stuff. Made a couple of mistakes at Charlton, but today I thought his defensive duties were good, and then there's no one better at carrying the ball, and he's got like bubblegum boot, and he's like the ball stuck to it at times, and him and Eliasson down that side I thought were a real threat, particularly in the first half.
And Jack Hunt going forward today was pretty special.
Yeah, again, but I think helped by Marley, and Marley's like stretching the play. When they moved into a 5, the out ball was going to be a fullback, and Jack made good decisions. I think he got man of the match, sponsors man of the match, and you can see why, because he showed his experience today.
Probably face a tougher test on New Year's Day against Brentford here, but it's a good confidence booster, isn't it, ahead of that?
Yeah, I think it's one of the hardest games we'll have, to be honest. I think
Brentford.
Brentford at home. I think that they're such a good footballing side. We've got a good pitch, a big pitch, like extra game. You know what I mean? In terms of it's only a couple of days rest. It'll be tough for them as well, but it'll certainly be an interesting one. So we're looking forward to it, of course, and I think today is that, do you know what I mean, it's that relief that it sets you on a new path, do you know what I mean, and I think that was important, and that was why the early goal as well was so positive for the performance.
Lee, can you just confirm, did he score it with his head, his chest?
I think it was like a bundler, wasn't it? I think it was like like a chest / torso type.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't a header.
No, I think I haven't seen it back, but
he was running into the ball, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a bit like it's physical, wasn't it? It could have been an own goal or Marley win it or a header, but I'm pretty sure he bundled it over with his midriff.
Lee, I just wondered if you thought about bringing on Antoine at all at 3-0. I'm sure that would have crossed your mind.
Yeah, there was a lot crossed my mind. Give Corey Smith some minutes. Like, listen, I made a mistake at Sunderland last year. I'd done it too early at 3-0 up to take Bobby Reid off because to try and protect him, we ended up conceding 3. So you try and learn from mistakes like that. And listen, on that day, Bobby had a bit of a knock, but it was important that we kept the clean sheet. For me, the biggest plus of the day today was the clean sheet, and I think that was really important. Like, it's something that we need to do. If we're going to be successful, we can't concede like 1, 2, 3 goals a game. And I thought from back to front, we played with that one brain today, and I think that was the exceptional quality of the team today.
You still see Rodri as a vital part of the squad, now do you see?
Yeah, I think that he's out of contract, isn't he? He comes into the open market as of whatever it is, the 15th of January. But he has had a knock as well. He's had to have a couple of X-rays and MRI scans on a bruised bone, which wasn't sure whether it's a fracture, but it turns out it's a bruised bone. So sometimes it's horses for courses with the bench. You pick the bench often very different to how you'd pick the starting 11.
You come off the back of 4 defeats, Lee, but then you're 8th now in the table, and it's only 2 points, and you're back in the playoffs again, and you win against Brentford.
Yeah,
so you're obviously going to go for that. You're going to keep going, aren't you? Really, you're going to get blips in the season, but you're going to keep going.
Yeah, and we have to. It's as simple as that. We have to keep fighting. I think the boys were hurting today from the start, and the challenge was, there was a couple of challenges. The first challenge was to use the pain, if you like, of the game against Charlton to have that controlled aggression. And I think the second challenge was to play with character rather than reputation. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes the player, if you've had a couple of losses, 3 losses, you can feel like you've got to protect your reputation a little bit. They've all got decent reputations, and I thought today we played with real heart, if you like, and heart on our sleeve, and we showed the opposition ultimate respect, if you like, on and off the ball, and I think that was why we showed our class in the end.